Hi, welcome to Med Medicine with Miss P. That's me. Um, some more fun stuff here that I got in the last couple weeks, things that I think you nurses will really enjoy. I had a patient tell me that they're seeing an oncologist, which I think that might be a combination of a downstairs doctor and a cancer doctor, maybe. I don't know, possibly. Like always, I get these patients that say, I just had the one surgery. And then when you start really digging, 6 surgeries later, one of them being pretty major. I had a patient last week tell me that they stopped their Eliquis all on their own. He's not an AFib anymore, so he just stopped it. He also drinks 4 alcoholic drinks a day and didn't tell his doctor before going on Eliquis. But it's okay because he's not on Eliquis anymore. Problem solved. Also, the receptionist at my facility, she's so adorable. I just love her. She says a lot of the procedures we do that aren't anesthesia related, the doctor will allow them to have Valium. So we give them like a 5 milligram Valium once they're checked in. They seem to think that she has it at the front desk. So they walk in, tell them their name, and then expect to be handed a Valium by the receptionist. I didn't know that until she told me. That I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was hi. My name is Frances Smith, and I am here for my Valium. So I guess they just thought that the receptionist was just going to give it to her. Also, nurses can't write orders, right? So you telling me that you want your Valium, that's not how that works either. You still need an order. We have to have an order and to give you some medication. Some of the questions that I get, and this is going to push me over the edge one day. I kind of think like the last day that I work before I retire, I may lose it if a patient asks me this before they go into surgery. Usually, almost an hour before, we'll give them some PO medication. Anesthesiologist may order some Zofran, dexamethasone, Anavert, Phenergan, Tylenol. I mean, a slew of meds. And sometimes we give them all of those and even a couple others. So when you speak to the anesthesiologist and you tell them how nauseated you get, and then he says, okay, we'll give you something for that. And then the nurse comes in with those medications. And just because she has a swallow of water telling you to take these pills, that's not an NPO thing. So if the doctor ordered them, he knows you're going to have anesthesia. He's the one that's going to give it to you or his staff. So yes, I know that we told you nothing to eat or drink because I'm the one that probably told you on the phone. But now when I hand you medication and you question if I know whether or not you should have these pills before having anesthesia, I'm going to lose my mind. I even tell the patients, the anesthesiologist is going to come in and go over everything with you and answer any questions you might have. If he sees fit to order you some oral medication, I'll bring those in with a swallow of water in just a little bit. And then I bring them in and she says, or he says, is it okay if I take these? You guys told me nothing to eat or drink. As if I'm going to go, oh, shoot, that's right. You're not supposed to have anything to eat or drink. I'm not saying nurses don't make mistakes, but it was me. I'm the one that told you I would be bringing these in a little while. It's because it's routine. That's what we do. The anesthesiologist told you he was going to give you some medication. I don't understand what you don't understand. Also, this I get almost every day, if not almost every patient. If you have garbage, there's 2 garbage cans, technically 3 garbage cans in your room. There's 1 in the bathroom and then 2 in your room. One of them is a red bag, but like any garbage can, you step on it and you can put stuff in there, and people always do. So why would you leave your garbage on the countertop or on the bed with you or in the bathroom? The little wrapper that your socks come in, that's not reusable. You tore it open. It's now just a little piece of cellophane. Put it in the garbage. The tissue that you blew your nose with, could you not leave that on the table where other patients are going to have to sign their paperwork? Put the garbage can is right next. It's right there. It's literally, you don't even have to get out of bed. You could reach over. I'd rather you throw it on the floor than leave it where I have to pick it up and move it off of an area that somebody else is going to have to touch, including me. The little piece of gauze I give you to stop the bleeding from your AccuCheck, if that was at home, would you leave that on your kitchen counter? Would you leave that on your bathroom would you not put that in the garbage? I don't What do your houses look like if this is how you treat somebody else's place? Put your garbage in the garbage. There are 3. And do us a favor, is there any way that you could read your post-op instructions? Like, if we give you them, sometimes they're 2 and 3 pages long, and we go over them a little bit before, sometimes, almost during, and the nurse, the doctor will come in and tell you a couple things also, the surgeon. In recovery, we go over it in great detail with your family member or your friend or whoever brought you. Surely they know that that is not information they should just take home with them and not share with you or someone who's taking care of you. I can't figure that out to save the life of me. When we call you the next day to see how you're doing and you say stuff like, well, yeah, but when can I shower? When can I take my dressing off? Or when can I do this? Ask your friend who brought you, because that's the person we told. We went over it with both of you. You may not remember, which is understandable, but then you could read all of the pages of instructions that we gave you. Once in a blue moon, they're not as clear or they're not very detailed on certain things, but for the most part, they are all there. For the love of God, read them. I literally heard my coworker nurse who's getting close to retirement, and listen, she is all out of F's. She has 0 F's left. And I'm enjoying it so much because I'm like just living vicariously through her. She's very good to her patients. All of her patients always call up and specifically by name say that she's great. So she's not mean to any patient. She's just so over it. And she's pushing 70, looks 40. She's pushing 70 and she's over it. She is getting over it fast. And I heard her on the phone and she's asking someone how they're doing. And I can't imagine what they're asking, but she goes, "Did you read your post-op instructions?" Okay, read your post-op instructions. It's all there. And she knows this doctor. She knows that those instructions are really good. And most of our doctors are really very good about having everything spelled out. She literally said, "Go read your post-op instructions." Okay, thank you for returning our call. Have a nice day. Like, she wasn't even going into it. She's like, it's all there. If you can read, and if you can't, let us know. But if you can read, it's all there. And it's in layman's terms. It even says, like, take your bandage off. Which I always tell my students that a bandage is what you put on someone in the Civil War. We have dressings, we dress wounds, but the same difference. It's all there. Oh yeah, another patient told us that one of the surgeries he had, they zapped his foot. Now there is like a shockwave, sort of not a lithotripsy, but like a shockwave zapping they do, but zapped my foot, and I was like, for what? This was like, what did you have done? And he didn't know and couldn't explain it, but they zapped my foot. It hurts my soul to have to like type that in because I try to like Google it, and there's no zapping of the foot that corresponds to anything else. One patient told a coworker of mine that she's allergic to Centrum Silver, but is currently on it. Like, is on a multivitamin, but says she's allergic to Centrum Silver, which, there's probably certain preservatives in there, but okay. Oh, this other patient was allergic to Lortab. The old Lortab. It wires me up and I can't rest. The Lortab does that to her. And cephalexin eats up the good stuff in bowels. You like that? You like that? It eats up the good stuff in bowels. Okay, so first of all antibiotics pretty much do that. Some are worse than others. I will never take Augmentin again. I don't care if I have a life-threatening infection and that's the only thing it's sensitive to. I will go to the holy man chanting down the street who will anoint me with oils and dance around me before I ever take Augmentin again. Because Augmentin should come with one of two things: a diflucan, which it often does, and I did, or a round hairbrush. You follow me? That's what it should come with. A narrow round hairbrush. Just saying. That's like with spiky bristles. That's what I'm saying. Never taking it again. So we get it. It eats up the natural flora. but most antibiotics will do that. So obviously they just had maybe a C. diff episode or just a fungal infection. Don't know. Another patient thought that they were given Phenergan to be put to sleep for their colonoscopy. Listen, I'm pretty sensitive to Phenergan, but I'm pretty sure you are not doing a colonoscopy with just Phenergan on me. That is not going to happen. I also have a note down here to go over the vitamins that I take. So, and I don't necessarily have a list. I'm currently taking 25 pills in the morning. I can explain. It's ridiculous. I know. Absolutely, but I can explain. So one of the students, I had just realized I went back over some old, when new messages come in, I kind of, and there's not many, when two of you eventually message me or leave a comment on there, I'll go back and refer to it. So one of them said, like, you should, tell us what vitamins you're taking. And really, good God, you guys, all vitamins and minerals are vital. Like I think that's where the word vitamin came from. I swear they're literally vital to man. It's true. And the more you look into it, the more I read about it, the more, like, even you students taught me so much. When I would say, like, why are they on vitamin E? You're like, oh, because they're vitamin E deficient. Yeah, that's not the way that works. What does vitamin E do in your body that is so important? What is it vital for? I'm just telling you right now. If you have, and I guess I could probably do a video on it, if you had a few minutes to go through and find out really what these vitamins do, you would go out and buy every single one of them. I take A and B12 and C and E, D3. I'm trying to think of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E. I take garlic, so many, magnesium. I currently started some supplements and I always try supplements for 90 days to see if I feel a difference. And I don't know that I feel a difference on any of the vitamins. I just know that they are vital, and Lord knows I'm not getting them out of my diet like I should. So I was just kind of supplement, and who knows how much I'm truly even absorbing. I may be getting very little of it, but I'm gonna take them, and maybe some of it absorbs. I don't think I take folic acid, but I probably should. I don't know. I think I did, and maybe I quit. I should add that back in. That's always a plus. And I take 81 of aspirin. I don't necessarily know if it helps too much, but I will swear in winter it does help. It does have like this minute uh, distal capillary dilation, and my fingers are just numb, probably from living on sugar my whole life. So I notice I just tightening my saddle and stuff in the dead of winter. I can't feel my fingers and it's miserable. I tried a couple supplements from this company that kept advertising on all the videos I watch, and it sounded really good, and I took them for 90 days, but I just didn't see a difference, so I quit those. I do believe you should do like a colon cleanse, and I'm actually getting ready to look into a metal detox and a parasitic cleanse. So I'm going to see which are best for those. I got to look them up. I watch a couple videos of these girls that I guess they sell them. I'm going to hunt down their videos and see if I can't figure out exactly where to order them, and that's always very important, especially now with everything they're trying to inject into us, shoot into us, breathe into us, feed into us everywhere all the time, without being all conspiracy-ish. It's there. And, go have your blood drawn and you will see the metal toxins. I watched this video the other day about, they took a fetal blood from the umbilical cord after a newly born fetus, and there was like 221 toxins found in the umbilical cord. So it's truly, we're amazing gifts that God makes that keep on taking no matter how much we poison ourselves. And your average meth addict, you can see that. Your average alcoholic, or your whoever lives on Skittles and Mountain Dew. I mean, like our bodies are amazing and they can tolerate a lot. I watch a lot of true crime, and it's amazing how much a person being poisoned can survive until they finally get that overdose of antifreeze or what's the other one, cyanide, that they always use, that they always end up getting caught. They're so dumb, but at any rate, your body can tolerate a lot, so it's pretty amazing. But I do would always recommend a lot of these vitamins if you're not getting them in your diet. I did recently significantly increase my protein intake. I just kind of realized one day that I really don't eat much protein. I'm just not a big meat eater. It's not that I don't like it. never have a chance to take it. So I've increased my protein quite a bit, and it's hard. I feel like a bodybuilder that carries food around that you have to make sure you eat at some point because sometimes you're just not hungry for it, and you have to like choke it down anyway. So I'm doing the protein shake, and my husband added some chicken to my salad every day, and then I'm eating a peanut butter sandwich on whole wheat, so I don't eat the poisoned white bread that is bleached and all kinds of stuff. Not that I don't live on poison anyway, but trying to cut back on my poison. And I can't even think of any other vitamins I'm currently taking. God, I can never say this correctly. It's quercetin. I always want to say quercitrin, but it's not trin. It's like tin. And zinc. They work together. The zinc, I guess, is the bullet, and the quercetin is the gun that kind of shoots that zinc in there to help significantly improve your immune system. And I got to say, I don't want to jinx myself, but my daughter brought home a cold the other day, and I had a headache for like one day. I was a little sniffly the day after, whatever. But between my oils and my vitamins, I don't want to jinx it, but I don't get sick too often. So hopefully, of course, I take Cell Defender also. So maybe that'll help. At any rate, I probably should do a video on vitamins, but then I'm gonna have to look some stuff up and learn even more. And I'm lazy. I don't want to do that anymore. So that's it. I will get to the rest of this. I have a whole nother page, just front. But if I pay attention at all the rest of the week, I'm sure I can fill in the other half of this page next time. So same as always, face your fears, forget your failures, follow your faith, and I'll see you next time.